Okay, let's continue. The proof that the dolly moved is the blood stain that has the tracks in it.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Yep.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Aha, owned. Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Yeah, how the hell did they push the dolly? Remember the waist of the suit? You can't even bend. Yep, here we go. What does he mean by that? Yep, the Robot Justice costume. Here we go.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp.
Correct.
Then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
There you go, that's it.
Keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Crap.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
There we go. Got it. You can't bend over.
No, that's wrong.
Yep. Got it.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
No, no, no.
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm blind as a bat in there. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Aha.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
That's true, too.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's absolutely no chance the costume was taken off because... Yeah, you can't take it off by yourself.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
The latch. Yeah, see, I can't get it off. A little help? Why would you make something you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid friggin' thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Yup, there it is. Alright.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
No shit.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right.
You said that.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
Right. Well, no. Well, yes, it was Hero in the robot suit, but no, he didn't move the dolly. There you go.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Oh, boy.
You all got a good look at it, did you not?
It's doctored.
The
It's a
image of
doctored photo.
Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, Do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now. See, this is bullshit. This is all bullshit. Because first of all, how did he know the name of the suit was Robo Justice unless he was involved in making the suit? That's number one. And number two, he wasn't actually hit. He used the blood from the fucking nurse's office to look like he was hit in the head.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
My bad, that was totally my fault. I had my thumb resting on the X button and it grazed the X button again and skipped Sakura's dialogue. My fault.
Alright then, let's take another look back at what happened.
Okay.
I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
Yeah, so she could be totally full of shit, too.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I saw a shadow. See? She was the one orchestrating them moving all around the building. It's gotta be her. Something moving around at the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense screen for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. He was blocking the stairs, so I headed further down to the hallway and he disappeared. Alright.
and then,
Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. It's bad. Come on, we have to go back.
at that point we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Ah, but here's the thing. I think that the body discovery announcement was for upstairs for people running into Taka. That's what I think.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
Yup, and that's what the announcement was for.
We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Uh-huh.
I think that about covers it.